What's up, guys? Welcome to Ramble 73. Put a little joy emoji in the comments and give the video a like. We're going to be talking about the Guardians of the Rift, and whenever I do these like blog reviews and stuff, a lot of you don't want me to read it like verbatim, and you just want to give me your thoughts. So I did already read this, and I will just kind of focus on my thoughts, I guess, on it, which are going to mainly cover the rewards. Um, I'm not really the person to ask about like EHP rates and like how this will fit. What I've seen on Twitter, I know I think it was DK Ho, he posted like what the effective EHP rates of using the outfit as ZMI would be and stuff like that, which does make it better than Lava's simply because you will be making 60% more runes. Anyway, we'll get to that. But I'm just going to cover my general thoughts. And so, yeah, there's some lore. I'm not really going to go into it, but yeah, you can read it there. I will have this blog linked down in the description so you can click it and like read along if you want. So basically, there's a new quest coming out. It's, I mean, there's very, very simple requirements. And then as soon as you do this quest, you have the ability to do this minigame. Now, this minigame is, what I've kind of read is it's very similar to like, I don't know, Temperos or Wintertod. It feels like sort of where you're just helping out these NPCs trying to get like the abyss, trying to prevent the abyss from like entering the main world or some shit like that. Anyway, very cool and all. I'm very excited about it. There will be, I believe, a new pet, and they're not sure on whether they want the pet to be like an abyssal creature or like an upgraded Rift Guardian or something. So it goes into the gameplay. There's 3 phases, and then you get like these essence shards and charge batteries and stuff that you use for the mini game. And if you didn't know, elemental means the elemental runes, and catalytic mean every other type of rune, so the non-elemental. And yeah, so pretty much it's going to be like a fun little mini game. It's supposed to be medium intensity, so nothing too crazy, but like, I don't know. Anyway, what's cool about it is you do have to use your own essence there. There will be some like shards and stuff you mine, but I believe a lot of it does come from your own essence in your bank, because there will be a bank there. Now, this is kind of what they're showing. So ZMI, it says ZMI is about 54k XP an hour, and this is assuming pure essence, not day alt or anything. GP rates, you know, it shows all like the popular methods, blood runes, soul runes, and lavas, and they're suggesting that this one be about 60k XP an hour. So this would actually beat out ZMI, but we're not sure on like how much GP you get. Well, like it says here, it's about as good as Bloods, but we're not fully sure. So I'm a little nervous of this. I'm not going to lie. 60k per hour is quite high, and it might make it so this is the meta because assuming you can do this minigame and use day alt and get it so it's like 90k XP an hour. Who knows if that works that way? But what it looks like is this is basing it off of pure essence. So if 60k is with pure essence, day alt's going to be 90k XP an hour, which is quite fucking high. But again, that's assuming day alt, which you do have to do passively. We'll see. For the most part, I'm not too bothered by it. I think rune crafting should eventually get updated. I think XP rate should get higher. What I don't really like to see is a mini game just totally take over a skill. I don't really like that. And so Temperos nailed it, where like Temperos is a fun mini game and it enhances the skill. This also promises to enhance the skill, but I don't want the XP rates to be so damn high, and I don't want the rune payout to be extreme because the rewards are already fucking OP. So anyway, here's the rewards. The reward rift, you will get elemental and catalytic energy, and then you can spend that and receive random rewards as well. So runes are on the general loot table. Runes, glorious runes, the standard loot table includes an assortment of them. And you cannot get wrath runes, which I'm really glad about. I'm glad they, you know, this is the last rune that even has any, like, whatever the word is for it. I identity, or I don't know what the word is for it. I can't think of it right now. I'm too tired. But anyway, this is like one of the only runes that you actually have to craft from the source. And Cosmics used to be that for irons, but it's not anymore. So I'm glad they're just deciding to keep Wraths at least pure. Talismans is going to be really cool. I think having a mini game that actually gives a lot of talismans would be really nice, because currently, like, the only way to get a bulk talismans is to do like every DK task you ever do. So this would be kind of cool. Again, you can't get the talismans unless you've done like the quests and stuff. For example, the Death talisman and the Wrath talisman you can't get until you've completed the quests. And Abyssal Pearls. So Abyssal Pearls are a new type of currency which can be used at the shop. Okay, so that's the case. So the pearls are the actual currency that you spend. And yeah, that's really cool. I always like the randomness, but I also like the consistency, like with shops and stuff, where it's not like you're just going for one drop and you just keep getting unlucky. You can actually just put in the amount of hours and you get that amount of points, and then you can spend it on something cool. So Guardians of the Rift pet, again, as I said earlier, they are still considering whether to make it an abyssal creature or the Great Guardian. Here's a cool reward, the Abyssal Needle. Now, I think they've made some adjustments to it since the original kind of teasing of this mini game back last year, early last year. The Abyssal Needle is used to craft a new runecraft pouch. It's an upgrade from the giant pouch and requires 85 runecrafting to use. So here's the cool thing. It is just one pouch in your inventory. So on top of being able to hold additional essence, like 3 additional essence, because normally you have 4 pouches, now you can replace those other pouches with essence. And then on top of that, it holds 40 fucking pure essence. I'm almost certain, back when they were teasing this, they said 27 would be the capacity. 40 is fucking good. Like, and I'm actually happy about it. I'm happy that this pouch is actually like pretty damn OP, because it's just going to make this benefits traditional rune crafting. So instead of trying to benefit like Zaya or benefit this mini game directly, it's like, no, this is going to enhance all rune crafting. So that's really cool. That's a welcome change. So, yeah, so then they're going to be pulling that. The Abyssal Lantern's kind of interesting. So this is a lantern that you'll use, and you can use different types of logs for different effects. So one of the effects, for example, is gives 15% increase to blood runes crafted within the minigame. And this is all within the minigame. You can choose the log you want, and then, of course, fire making. There's a use for fire making, finally. Then there is the rune crafting outfit, which I believe, let me see. Yeah, so I believe the rune crafting outfit comes from the shop, so you can just buy it. So it's not some random thing. You will just be able to save up with the amount of hours that you put into this. So the cool thing is it is 4 pieces: helm, chest, legs, and boots. And what it does is each piece gives a 10% boost to runes. So you're going to be getting 10% additional runes. But if you wear the entire outfit, it should give 40%, but I think there's just a boost and it goes to 60%. So that's going to be fucking awesome. And I'm not exactly sure what this amulet is. So because I don't think it really talks about it, but there's clearly an amulet. And I'll kind of give a little bit of what I would like to see from an amulet. Maybe I'm missing something. Again, I was like browsing through it, but it looks like the outfit itself is 4 parts, and then there's an amulet. And, back like 2 years ago, I had a suggestion for rune crafting. Now, one of the most like notoriously said things about rune crafting is it's dull and it's the same thing over and over and stuff. And I thought, what makes Slayer fun is these occasional random occurrence, like just occasional things that happen that are like, ooh, a cool drop or something expensive. I was always wanting, first of all, I want rune crafting. Again, this is a Sebe agenda, so you can just skip over this if you're not interested, but I was always a fan of giving rune crafting the ability to get clue geodes, but they'd be imbued geodes, I guess, because like you would craft your runes and occasionally get a clue. Now, some people are really against that. They just don't like clues being in skilling at all. I think it would be a great addition to rune crafting. First of all, to break up the monotony and stuff, because a lot of people complain about that. You get a clue here and there. You can go change things up. It's a distraction and diversion. Anyway, the other thing I've always liked is sort of like a talisman, and I suggested a blessing slot item where you could charge it with something, and then it would, here and there, like maybe every 10 laps or so, it's random, you would just randomly get a boosted XP drop, or a boosted amount of runes, depending on what you selected, or a boosted amount of clue geodes. Anyway, some just, ideas there. I'm not saying it needs to come, but that would definitely make rune crafting just a little bit more enjoyable. Just these random little, ooh, like, cool, I got more XP that one. That was awesome. Or I got a shit ton of runes this one. The Ring of Elements stores many teleport charges. This is really cool, by the way. And can teleport players to various runecraft related locations. The idea came from a player suggestion to create an infinite ring of dueling, but instead of teleporting the player to the duel arena, Ferox Enclave, and Castle Wars, the latter of which doesn't really relate to runecraft, it would take you near each of our 4 elemental altars. This gives easier access to the air, earth, fire, and water altars to increase the amount of runes you can craft. I think this is fucking fantastic. It kind of just streamlines the elemental runes. The last thing, so I am logged in right now, and let me quickly show the multiple runes. So when you hit 99, like, you can start crafting 10 air runes at a time. And for example, at 99, you can only craft 3 fire runes per essence. And these are like literally the same type of rune. They're elemental. They're not catalytic. And I think it would be fantastic. And this would have to be a rebalance. It'd have to get pulled and stuff. But I think there should be a rebalance that makes it so at 99, all elemental runes are 10. And I would even recommend they be 15 elemental runes crafted. So it wouldn't give any bonus XP, but it would just be like these multiple runes. All elemental runes are streamlined, and then with these new teleports, like, it would actually be viable to go craft your elemental runes instead of having to go to a shop and do it. So again, just ideas, just throwing them out there. You can let me know what you guys think in the comments on everything I've mentioned. But it is really cool because there's just this new thing. You charge it up and you have 4 new teleport locations. They would also inevitably have great use for clue hunters. I know there's like a medium step south of the water altar, and like this would just benefit that. I love these types of things. I love it when they come out with an item that's, you have to charge it and it has a new teleports to places. I love it. I used to be a player that disliked that because I kind of, just due to my nostalgia, I used to just really like wandering around the game and talking to random people that you meet around the game. But now it's like, nowadays our mindsets are all different, and I love additional teleports. So, very cool. And yeah, they're going to be talking about it on Thursday. So, these are kind of the rewards. My thoughts, this is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. And, I must have missed something. Because I was wondering where the blood talisman was going to be mentioned. But I think it was earlier. So, wherever the talismans were. Yeah. So, yeah, there it is. So, the True Blood Altar. Let me just briefly say, they didn't really cover much about this. Clearly, it's just in the small text of saying the Blood Altar in Mauritania will be finally opened. And with the Blood Talisman, you can finally enter it and craft blood runes the traditional way. Now, I'm not positive. I'm going to do some further testing this next week, probably. And just see about how many trips you could do per hour. Assuming that when you enter the True Blood Altar, the actual crafting portion altar, like the actual altar where you craft the runes, not the one that you enter, but the actual one you crafted at, is no more than like 5 ticks away from the entrance. Because if it's anything like the fucking Chaos Altar, where you walk in there and then have to traverse like a 3-minute maze, then of course that would be just super bad. But I'm just going to go in with the assumption that it's about 5 ticks away once you enter. So basically just to kind of calculate how many runes you get per hour. The other cool thing, by the way, is that so I've been killing necks, and you get these blood essence. So these blood essence have, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's about 2,000 charges and or one, maybe it's 1,000. I think it's 1,000 charges. So every blood essence is 1,000 charges, and so when you craft blood runes, you get double. So this is going to be fantastic. I'm saving these up. I will never use these as Zaya, but I'm so excited for the True Blood altar to be used. Have an outfit that's 60% additional blood runes, and then on top of that, the double amount with a blood talisman equipped. So very cool. I'm looking forward to all of this. Blood runes are going to start flooding in, and for irons, this is going to be a way to get a lot of blood runes per hour relatively to what we have now. Of course, shops will always be the best thing, but this is going to give rune crafting XP for people that care about XP, and you can save your GP. So I'm fucking excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.